But give me readers. I don't really know how long now.
Hello guys, we are back with another video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to remain updated. Also follow us on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. Please subscribe us. Today's topic is pentose phosphate pathway. Normally when we take in glucose, insulin level rise in the body, which initiates glucose movement from bloodstream to the cell, where it undergoes glycolysis and it converts into glucose 6-phosphate. At the end, it leads to the production of ATP. What if we have enough ATP and we do not need more ATP? Then there are other processes like pentose phosphate pathway which can happen. In pentose phosphate pathway, we get 5 carbon sugar which is called ribose. Ribose helps us in synthesis of nucleotide. Secondly, we get another molecule from this pathway which is called NADPH, which is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Mainly it is used to donate electrons. Let's take a look now how the pentose phosphate pathway goes on. It goes on in 2 phases. The first phase is called irreversible oxidative phase and the second phase is called reversible non-oxidative phase. The first phase yields NADPH and the second phase yields ribose. So let's discuss first the oxidative phase which yields NADPH. In it, when the glucose comes in the cell, it converted into glucose 6-phosphate. After the glucose 6-phosphate, it is converted into 6-phosphogluconate in the presence of enzyme called glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. In it, one hydrogen is given to the NAD+, which converts into NADPH. In second step, we get ribose 5-phosphate from 6-phosphogluconate in the presence of enzyme called 6-phosphogluconate dehydrogenase. And we get one more molecule of NADPH. Sorry, it was a mistake. It is ribose 6,5-phosphate. Also, we get out carbon dioxide from it. At the end, we got 2 molecules of NADPH produced in oxidative phase. Now we will see where we can use NADPH. Function of NADPH is that it donates electron. It donates electron in fatty acid oxidation, in the steroid hormone and cholesterol synthesis. Thirdly, it also helps in antioxidant reactions. For example, as we know that RBCs produce hydrogen peroxide. So to decrease the toxicity of cell, NADPH donates its electron in the presence of enzyme called glutathione reductase to glutathione. Then glutathione adds up with hydrogen peroxide and makes water in the presence of enzyme called glutathione peroxide. So that's how concentration of hydrogen peroxide is decreased in the body. The second phase is non-oxidative phase in which we will make ribose. It is a flexible and reversible process. In it, firstly, as we know that in previous oxidative phase, the last molecule was ribose 5-phosphate. It will convert it into ribose 5-phosphate by enzyme isomerase. It is a reversible reaction. As we got ribose 5-phosphate which help in nucleotide synthesis. If we do not need the production of nucleotide, then ribose 5-phosphate can also be converted into xylulose 5-phosphate by the enzyme called epimerase. Then xylulose 5-phosphate can be converted into 2 different steps and pathways. So let's discuss how cellulose is converted into two different pathways. In the first pathway, we have the help of enzyme transcatolase, which removes two carbon from cellulose 5-phosphate. And we also got help from one cofactor, which is B1 vitamin, which is also called thiamine. So as we know that cellulose 5-phosphate will be reduced by two carbons and it will be converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. The two carbon which left will add up with ribose 5-phosphate and made up pseudoheptose 7-phosphate. This was the first step in which we get one glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and one pseudoheptose 7-phosphate. In the second step, we got the help of enzyme called transaldolase, which will reduce 3 carbon from pseudoheptolase 7-phosphate, and it will make erythrose 4-phosphate and the second molecule called 3 carbon glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Both molecules will add up and make fructose 6-phosphate. As we know, fructose have 6-phosphate. 3 will come from glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and 3 from erythrose 4-phosphate. So 1 phosphate is left. So 1 phosphate will add up with cellulose 5-phosphate and makes up fructose 6-phosphate. So we got 2 fructose 6-phosphate. So at the end we produced 1 glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and 2 fructose 6-phosphate. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you learned something from the video. If you have any queries, watch the video again. For the questions or any suggestion, let me know in comments. Hopefully I will come back with another video. See you then. Till then, bye bye.
But give me